Welcome to Kikana, a peaceful fishing village where the waves whisper ancient stories and honesty is as deep as the ocean. Here lived Mz Bakari, the village chairman, a man whose hands were hardened by work, but whose heart was as soft as a sponge. He had a daughter named KALULU, the light of his eyes. A young girl who was perhaps a bit too pampered by her father's love. The village elders often warned Mela Pakeyaka, Hufa Pakeyaka, he who eats alone dies alone. But KALULU was young and headstrong. One day at school, the rich aroma of beef pilaf filled the air. KALULU watched as a classmate opened their lunch container. She took one bite, and the savory flavor changed everything. Suddenly, the village's fresh fish no longer tasted good enough for her. To get what she wanted, KALULU began to lie. She faked terrible stomach pains whenever her mother served fish, rolling on her mat. Mz Bakari, desperate to help his suffering daughter, vowed to find the only food she claimed she could digest: rare beef. He traveled 60 long kilometers under the scorching sun, determined to reach the distant market to save his child. He returned with a bundle of precious smoked beef. KALULU's eyes sparkled with greed. Her plan had worked perfectly. For 2 weeks, KALULU feasted on her beef in secret, refusing to share even a scrap while her family continued to eat fish. One afternoon, the village gathered at their home. The air turned heavy with the mouth-watering scent of coconut sardine curry. The smell was too much for KALULU. Despite having her beef, she craved the fish she had pretended to hate for so long. She waited until the yard was quiet, then snuck to the pot, stuffing handfuls of tender sardines into her mouth in secret. But lies have sharp edges. A jagged fishbone lodged deep in her throat, turning her secret feast into a silent nightmare. Unable to breathe or speak, she stumbled into the crowd, clutching her father's trousers before collapsing in front of everyone. At the hospital, the truth was out. KALULU wasn't sick, she was just dishonest. The news of her greed spread through the market. Filled with shame, Mz Bakari and KALULU walked through the village, offering sincere apologies to every neighbor for their selfishness. To make amends, a grand feast was held. A whole cow was shared, and KALULU finally tasted the joy of community. Now, when the elders say he who eats alone dies alone, KALULU is the first to nod, sharing her plate with a smile.